Hey everybody, and welcome back to another great show of the Crypto Night Show. We're going to have fun today because crypto's bounced, so it's good news. And Bitcoin is back over 83K. Wow, wow, wow. So it was a pretty volatile, crazy time in crypto, but 83K Bitcoin still pretty good level. So let's enjoy the green while it's here. And of course, we've got some good news out of Canada versus America regarding the tariffs. So we're going to talk about that too. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Without further ado, get into the chat there. Now, if you haven't joined our Discord, the links are in the video description. $12.50 to become a community member and $35 a month to become a strategy club member. If you love crypto and you want constant intel, that's the place to be. And of course, if you love great community, get in there today as well. So links in the video description for that. All right, let's get into it without further ado and get into the chat as well. Say hello. That's what we like to see. So let's enjoy. All right, let's go. All right, so we've got the stock market at the moment. Let's get into that. S&P 500 closes lower as tit-for-tat tariffs stokes uncertainty. Obviously, Trump, they're using the tariffs to renegotiate everything and get America set up for the big golden age, as we talked about yesterday. So at the moment, the Dow Jones was down 1.14% at 478 points. It's still a pretty decent down day for the Dow Jones at 41,430 on the index now. And we got the S&P 500 down 0.75%, 42 points down to 5,571. And of course, we got the Nasdaq down just a tad, actually 0.2%, which is not too bad after the big fall yesterday. And the Nasdaq there is only down 32 points at 17,436. So that's where we are at the moment on the Nasdaq. And of course, the Nasdaq over the last 3 weeks is, I think, down about 11.5%, something like that. So there's been a pretty decent correction for the Nasdaq. US dollar is also weakened off pretty dramatically, and we've seen it up at 107, 108, and it's now at 103 on the index. It's down 0.6% today. Moving to the commodities, we've got Brent West Texas oil per barrel is just pretty flat today, $66.60. Brent oil there is almost up 1% to just under $70. So that's kind of where the oil is there. Gold at the moment is at 2,924. That is up just a tad, and silver's up slightly to $33.38. That's where we are at the moment on the commodities. The good news was that Canada on Tuesday agreed to suspend its 25% hike on electricity exports to the United States after agreeing to meet on Thursday to discuss a pathway to renew North American trade agreement ahead of Trump's imposed April 2nd reciprocal tariff deadline. So that was kind of good at the moment. So there's negotiations are definitely going on there. US President Donald Trump on Tuesday said he would double a planned tariff on all steel and aluminium imports into the US from Canada, pushing the total levy up to 50% following a move by the province of Ontario to slap a 25% duty on electricity exported into the US. White House Senior Counsel for Trade and Manufacturing, Peter Navarro, said, however, that Trump's threat to double the tariffs he previously announced on Canadian steel and aluminum imports into the US will no longer be going into effect tomorrow. So that was good news. The market like that, although the stock market didn't really react, but the crypto did. Trump said that he would preferably back down from his tariff threat, probably back down from his tariff threat, but didn't expand further on what a potentially less harsh levy would entail. So definitely some negotiations going on there, some progress obviously being made. The backing away from the brink of trade war helped cool investor fears, helping markets briefly cut the bulk of losses, but resumed their sell-off. A son-off tariffs continued to sow investors uncertainty. So still a little bit of uncertainty there. So that's pretty much where we are there. Tesla rebounded too. Tesla being under quite a bit of attack there from the left progressives, doing some violent attacks as typical on Tesla vehicles and things like that. And today Trump went and bought one, right? They had a big display at the White House, and Trump there went to hopped on a Tesla and was going to buy one. So there we go. Good support there. And Elon didn't even ask him to do it. So that was pretty nice of him there. So that is where we are on the old stock market. So not so good, but crypto is definitely looking good. Crypto up today. Good to see Hexvader in the house there. Hey, gang, good to see Hexvader. Hope you're doing well out there. And yeah, we're green on crypto. So it's nice to see the little jump bounce back. $83,000 on Bitcoin. We're up 4.26%, and Bitcoin dominance is actually higher, funny enough. It's at 59.91%, so almost 60%. I remember that in 2021, we were up about 70% on Bitcoin dominance before we had the altcoin season, but we haven't really had what we'd call an altcoin season yet. So yeah, still waiting for it. Some people are saying, "Are we in a bear market?" It kind of feels like that, although Bitcoin's up at 83K, so it's a little confusing. But we're just probably, is it just an extended bear trap? And of course, a special event. You got to take the special events into account, and that is Trump reorganizing things as he's come in to the White House since the 20th of January, right? So what's it been, about 51 days or so? Very important to see where he heads with this. Obviously, we're setting things up there for the golden age. Now, let's jump over into Ethereum. Ethereum is up 2.6% at $1,935. Still not back over 2K though, right? Still needs to get back over 2K. Very important there, and it's up 2.6% at the moment. And we've got BNB as up 3.6% at $554. Solana up 5.5% at $125. ADA up 6.6% at 73 cents. We got XRP up 6.5% at $2.18. Tron is down 2.5%. 22.5 cents, and Chain is up 7.5% to $2.22. Litecoin there is up 3.325% at $91.23. Those are our majors at the moment, and it's pretty green. So it's nice to see a green bounce back here. Is it the end of the little bearish trap or whatever you want to call it? We shall see. We got a few people in the house as well. Bob Sled, good to see you, Bob Sled. Welcome. Hello, hello, hello. We got Wookie in the house there too. What's that? Voxy in the house. Yeah, we're going to be talking about VOX today. VOX farm pumps on Pulsechain. We'll be talking about that, so stay tuned for that, folks. We got MVS in the house as well. Give us a investor update for the people, and also a VOX update. Says MVS there. Big shout out to MVS. Been following that very, very closely. We got Hedgehog in the house there. Woo! Good to get excited there. Very, very cool. And also we got Brian too. Brian's in here as well. What's up, folks? Good to see you, Brian, our community leader in the house. We actually have Wookie is now one as well. We got Steady Pup in the house there. What's up, Finvestor crew in the house? How about that? We got the Finvestor crew here. They've been winning too, haven't they? Been winning with the old airdrops there in the wallet. Not bad, not bad. All right. So that is where we are on the markets. Let's go to the Bitcoin and zoom in on that a bit. So this is our Coinbase price. We see that we bounced off. We got all the way down to $76,555. Isn't that crazy number? As you guys know, my first support level here is at 72.5. We've got to 76. What do we say? 76,555, and we've bounced pretty dramatically up to 82,800 on this particular Coinbase price. They'll vary by a couple $100 on each place, but that is where we are at the moment. And we're bounced up basically 7.7%. We're up that's pretty amazing. We're up $5,888. Isn't that crazy? That's in a day. That's in a day. That's crypto for you. Where we are at the moment. And of course, the 200-day is just in the blue line. That's that blue line there, and that is currently at 85,681. And the 50-day is at 92,190. Now it is converging heading towards a potential death cross. Hopefully we can avoid that too, just like we did back here in September last year. So hopefully we'll avoid the death cross and keep the golden crosses going, right? One up there, we keep going up there. So hopefully that is the case, and we just keep moving up there. If we can get some settlement by 2nd of April, we're on the tariffs and the ground and the lay of the land settles a bit. That could be pretty promising there as well. The only thing we have to keep track of course, is this recessionary talk that people are talking about. That's pretty much it. Now, Bitcoin returns. Let's refresh this actually, because I don't know, the price may have gone up a little bit. Who knows? We were down about 7% or so. Looks like we're down only 1.5% at the moment for March. So let's see if we can etch out a green month for March. Still pretty early, right? 12th of March, 11th of March. And so we've got a long way to go for March there. So let's see. Now, I know that Brennan was pretty keen on the second half of March there for TA. But there's also the counter arguments, like Tom Lee's analyst, that also sees that March was going to be a down month before we get into April, May, June, which we've had, talk on the street that we're going to get a lot of capital coming into the crypto there. And after this little pullback, maybe that is going to be the case. We shall see. That's going to lead us into Pulsechain, Pulse gains. Before we do that, though, let's talk to a few people in the chat. We got MVS says, sup, pop. Talking to Steady Pup there, I guess. And we got Wookie says, we are all here at the bottom looking up. Let's go. I like that one, Wookie. That's pretty cool. We got Nicholas Villa in the house there. What's up, DGens? Hey, Nicholas, hope you're doing well. And hey, if you guys haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button right now. If you love daily content. And of course, we cover crypto, stock market, Pulsechain, Titan X, and many other chains as well when they come up, like X1 and things. So definitely get into that. We're going to be covering base chain a bit more too. So get on that one. We got Nicholas Villa in the house there. Remember and mnemonics are the way. Yeah, all part of that Finvestor family, right? That's doing very, very well. MVS says, can't wait for the Finvestor breakdown, says MVS there. All right, let's go. Let's get into Pulsechain. And we're going to get into the results for Richard Hart coins first of all. We got day 669. We got Pulse there at quadruple 353, up 1%, sitting at 35% of the mean sacrifice price. Pulsex at the moment, quadruple 327, sitting at 33% of the mean sacrifice price. The buy and burn slowly creeping up, 1,305 billion, and that is up 6.6% at the moment on the buy and burn. So total amount is burnt 6.6% of the public supply. Incentive token there, $1.98, up 1.25% at 56,000 on the ratio. That's 56,000 pulse per one incentive. We got 55 million incentive tokens. Of course, inflation has been cut by 20x, so it's only 5% of what it used to be. Therefore, that's only going to grow very slowly. Hex at the moment is just under a penny. We're at 93/100th of a penny. It is up though 3.9%, and I've seen a lot of good promotion on X overnight. People pumping Hex, in particular, influencers like RH Max out there, doing a good job there. EHEX at the moment, 29/100th of a penny. Combined price of EHEX and PX is at 1.22 cents. And that's where we're rocking there. So let's quickly look at the gas prices before we get into the markets on Pulsechain. We're at 1.6 million beats. So yesterday we were like 3.5 million. So it's a bit cheaper today, 2 cents. I think it was yesterday was like 5-6 cents. So 2 cents today for Pulsex swap. And let's have a look at the validators. We got 48,184 validators. We have seen a creep up of validators over the last couple of days, haven't we? So that's a good sign. So confidence coming into Pulsechain there. The bridge. So we've got the bridge yesterday. The bridge, it looks pretty similar to yesterday, doesn't it? Yesterday, I think we were just below 101 million. Today, we're 101 and 3/4. So it's a little bit of increase there on Pulsechain. It's a little bit of bounce, as we saw with the Richard Hart tickers. Now, the DAI has definitely gone down a bit. It's 24.6 million in DAI. We were at, what, 26.4, I think it was. So we're definitely down about 900,000 or so over the last couple of days. EHEX, of course, making a little bit of recovery. ETH obviously bouncing back a little bit, Rat Bitcoin bouncing back as well. And here's the big news. The big news is that Coast has gone over $9 million. Isn't that amazing? So that is really, really cool. People, money's coming in through Coast. That's really neat. That is really neat. So that's the fiat stablecoin native to Pulsechain. That's doing very, very well. And if we have a look at some of the other stablecoins on the chain, we've got 6.4 million of USDL that's backed by Pulse as collateral. PXDC 1,050,000 that's backed by Pulse X, and HexDC there's just under 500,000 that's backed by Hex, right? So those are doing pretty well. But as you guys know, we're all looking forward to PUSD ALGO and the Signum Oracle, right? So we're going to talk a bit about that maybe. That's where we are on that. Let's check out the overall markets on Pulsechain. $33.7 million is the volume. That's not too bad in the current climate. And the transactions, 353,000 in the last 24 hours. Looking at the top chains there on Dex Screener, Pulsechain is number 5, sitting behind BSC, Ethereum Base, and Solana. So pretty good stuff there. Not bad. All right, so we can see at the moment some of the top ones here. We got Broke No Mo. So that Broke No More, that just launched about a day ago. But look what's sitting underneath it at number 2 is VOX. So it's what the title of the video is, VOX Farm Pumps on Pulsechain. So that's doing really, really well. And it's at $6.52. And we've been in the Discord. If you haven't joined our Discord, links in the video description. I just highly encourage you to join there. We got really good people that love these kind of projects like MV in the house in Discord. So join up today. The link's in the video description. Only $12.50 a month to join up to the best community in crypto and talk about things like VOX. Links in the video description there. Now, VOX is up 150% in the last 24 hours. So it's absolutely doing stellar. It's up 46% in the last 6 hours. So that's doing really well there. So one of the top ones there. We're going to come back to VOX in a minute. But before we get to that, let's get into a few of these others. Jupiter is up 80%. And of course, this meme DAI from Pump Tires is up 15%. Incognito is back again as well. It's nice to see Incognito doing well, up 13% there as well. and we've got Lady Gaga is up 11%. That's been around for 6 months. So those are all over 10% at the moment, doing pretty well. And then, of course, under 10%, we've still got quite a few of our majors like X, UFO, ALGO, and PDGC doing pretty well. So, and also let's mention Teddy Bear and SolidX making a bit of a comeback. SolidX has been sold off quite a bit there, down at $9.74. But those are the kind of the majors there. So let's zoom in on any updates from. Actually, we've got no updates from Richard Hart, so we're going to get straight into VOX, and then we're going to come back to this Finvestor. All right, so let's see what else other comments we've got in the chat. Let's have a look at those before we get into more detail here. But you can see the price of VOX is at $6.52. Chart's looking pretty good, right? Looking pretty good. In fact, let's change view here. Bam. Let's change view. I think we can do it. There we go. That's the VOX right there. So we'll focus on that. We've got a couple more people in the chat there, so let's get to that. Who else is here? We got Craig Pitt in the house there. Good to see you, Craig. Hope you're doing well. Morning all. And we've got Igazu as well. Shout out to Finvestor, best deflationary asset on the chain, says Igazu. And who else? We got Tintop in the house there. What's up, Excans? Hey, Tintop. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you in the chat also. We got Pulse Jitsu in the house there with Fast Abdul celebrates 7 months of membership. Ink printer is launching soon. Get your INC ready. Absolutely. Well done there, man. Appreciate it. Big shout out there. And of course, Nicholas in the house says, remember printing 1% daily ROI on Pulse Share. So part of the Finvestor ecosystem, doing incredibly well there with Remember. And we've got quite a few people on Discord that are holding some of those tokens. So congratulations to all you guys. MVS says December, Missor and Mnemonics VOX are the big winners. Absolutely. They are crushing it on Pulsechain for some time now. So very, very cool. And of course, VOX has only been around for about 3.5 days. So pretty exciting. And the future looks bright, which we're going to talk about. If you want to join Strategy Club, join up today. Only $35 a month. Get some intel all the time flowing through there. So big shout out. And also you can become just a community member as well. That's only $12.50 a month. Strategy Club members is $35 a month. So take your pick. If you do Strategy Club, you also get the community membership as well for the Discord. So well worth joining up today. The link's in the description. Become part of our awesome, epic community. We got people like MV and Wookie in the house, a part of that community. And of course, Brian, our community leader as well. So big shout out there. ES is in the house. This is VOC. Apps VOC. You mean VOX? Yeah, VOX. And what else we got there? We got how do you say it? SS? I don't know. We got VOX on Pulsechain. Where else can you get $500 in yield in 48 hours? That's right. So the farms on VOX are pumping really, really nice. We're going to talk about all that too. Who else there? Igazu said, stop gatekeeping OG Web Chief. I don't know if I've been to gatekeeping any of that. We had a big show on Finvestor and the whole ecosystem and things like that. So, yeah, I don't know if I've been doing any of that. What else there? Let's see what else there. ES says, bro, no one's gatekeeping Finvestor. They're doing very well. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know what's talking about there. We got Tintop says, smash those likes. Definitely smash the likes, folks. Gifting, smash the likes. All right, let's get into it. So this is VOX at the moment. And of course, VOX has been pumping. We've been watching it in the Discord as well. Yeah, it's doing very, very well. So some of the key metrics here. It's only been around for 3 days and 18 hours on the chart. And of course, if you haven't got into this, you can check it out. All the details are here. I'll just post them in the chat here, so you can check out VOX. Let's go. Bam. There is VOX. So that's the vox.finance/farm. And this is what everyone's all crazed about at the moment. Now, the team behind this is Pulsechain. And of course, they've done good products in the past. So, got pretty good reputation. And of course, a bit of a stealthy launch and is growing pretty fast, as you can see with the chart. So pretty cool. So yeah, price, kind of ticked off here at 2 cents, 2.3 cents. Went from 2.3 cents in 3 days and 18 hours up to $6.43. Not too bad. All-time high is $6.82. So it's been marching up quite nicely here on the hourly chart. These are hourly candles and ticking away there. So what are some of the key metrics? Well, the market cap's hit over 500,000, and that's tracking very, very nicely. Yesterday, it was probably down at, let's have a look. We've got the market cap here. So yesterday, the market cap's at just about 500,000 now. And if we go back 12, what's 12 there? Yeah, yesterday. Is that yesterday's one? Maybe we've gone back too far. Yesterday's. Is that yesterday's? I feel like I'm missing a day. Yesterday we were around 200,000, so it's gone up 150%. Isn't that pretty awesome? So that's doing very well on the market. And of course, but it could easily get up into the a million, 2 million, 3 million. Who knows? We'll see where it goes. But pretty cool. We've got some more fundamentals coming up for it as well. So at the moment, market cap just over 500,000. The price $6.50. The liquidity is 98K. Now we've been watching this in Discord just jump up from like 20K to 30K to 40K, and now it's basically at near 100K. So it's pretty cool. And obviously the price has risen dramatically since that time. So it's been pretty good performance as well. So it's been doing pretty well. Now I was going to move back to price there. Let me just do that. So that is with the price chart there, doing very well. And we can see just over the last 24 hours is up 154%. Doing cool there. Now, the amount of volume is 72K, 24-hour volume, and the makers is 461. We can see on the 24-hour there being 425 buyers, 705 sellers, and the price is still going up 154%. It's doing pretty well. Now, obviously, what is the people doing on here? Well, there's a big farm, and the TVL has been rocketing. So we're now at 456,000 in total value locked. So basically what happens is people go and there's all these different pairs that we've got. We've got VOX, Pulsex, VOX Die, and then we've got non-VOX pairs as well, like Pulsex Incognito, for example, Pulse Die, Pulsex Pulse. So these are all different farms. And the idea behind this is that you go and provide liquidity on Pulsex V2 for these particular pairs. So it has to be Pulsex V2. And then what you'll get is what they call LP tokens, which represents your liquidity that you provided on Pulsex V2. And then you can bring those LP tokens over here and you can stake them in these farms, right? Depending on which pair you staked over on Pulsex V2. And you can start earning this farm reward as well. So you not only earn fees on Pulsex V2, but you earn the farm reward, which is ginormous, right, at the moment. So pretty exciting there. Now, some of the yields, of course, the VOX Pulsex farm has a 1x allocation. It's got 0 fees to enter it, and it's currently APRs at 6,440% at the moment, which is pretty incredible. We've seen that up at like 30,000 plus like 2 days ago, but obviously more capital is going in there. There is now $42,000 of TVL in this particular farm. So that's an example of these farms. Obviously, all of them are kind of different. They've got different pairs. They may have a different allocation. They may have a different fee. And of course, they'll have different TVL locked in there. In other words, the amount of farm tokens, LP tokens that people have locked in there earning. So that's very important to remember. At the moment, the emission rate is 0.1 per second of the VOX token. And total supply is 83,220 VOX in supply at the moment. So still start off from a pretty low supply as well. Now, at $6.52, 1 VOX equals 185,000 pulse. So that's kind of the numbers there that you're dealing with at the moment. So done very well indeed. So there's lots of different farms to choose from. They all have different APRs. The Pulse Die, for example, has 3,017% APR. It does have a 2% entry fee there, and the allocation was only 0.5 compared to 1 for the VOX ones, which makes sense since you're trying to drive value into VOX. So that is some of the key stuff there. Let's see if we've got any comments in the chat around that. Marcus says this guy is showing bangers. I appreciate that, Marcus. Thank you very much. And we got MVS says investor to the moon. Yeah, we're talking about VOX. Talking about VOX. What are you doing? You're talking about VOX. All right, so yeah, for investor to the moon for sure. All right, so that is some of the cool stuff there happening there. So, like I say, you can find one of these pairs that you like. Remember, you got to do your investment due diligence. And of course, you can hit the about page there, and you can see all that. So VOX is Latin for voice, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so you can read about all that. And of course, importantly, you can join the Telegram, right? So just hit the Telegram up there and follow on X, and you can join. Now, to use the protocol, of course, you got to connect your wallet, and use your usual prudence as always. DGM wallet or something like that, and then of course. You can join the Telegram and get all the hot stuff there. But we do have an update around this, so let's talk about that. MVS who happens to be in the chat there and in our Discord, is in there, and he says here, new all-time high on VOX. Want more? VOX airdrop alert. So there's going to be a big airdrop alert. Get ready to be rewarded. Holding VOX just got even better. It's time for a community airdrop. If you hold 50 VOX tokens, you will receive an airdrop of VBurn tokens, a new token designed to yield and burn VOX. So they're going to accelerate the VOX burning. Like we say, we talked about that. The supply is at the moment 83,000 VOX, so it's going to help burn that. Making it even more deflationary, if you own 369 VOX or more, you will receive a double airdrop of both VBurn and OG. And let's be clear, this won't be a cheap airdrop. We're making it worth your while. So that's certainly going to drive demand on the VOX chart. And we can see the VOX chart doing pretty well there at $6.50. Are you ready for the pump? Let's send VOX to $100 and earn free money just for holding. Make sure you secure your VOX bags before the snapshot. Start farming and stacking, of course, on the farm, and join the community there on as well on X. And of course, I just realized I'm not even following it. So there we go. Join that. And of course, you can join the Discord as well. Oh, I'm on the wrong account here. No one I'm not following. This is not the right profile. All right. So earn, pump, and earn, burn, pump. Let's send it. Says MV there. So give MV a follow on X as well. Show your love there and share that post around. And if you want to participate, get into it. So get on that. Let me just find the post there. That is MVS post there. Give it a like and share it around. And don't forget to follow MVS at the same time for more great projects and tokens and updates on VOX. Who else has jumped in here? We got Pulsechain is alive. It certainly is. And some of these projects like VOX and Investor ecosystems are doing a great job with that for sure. Vinny says, remember, let's go Pulsechain. Absolutely. And we got Wookie in there too. What is he saying there? If you are in Discord, we can help you work out what you are wanting to do with VOX. Yeah, definitely join up today with the Discord and become part of our awesome community. So we got guys that like speculative projects. We got guys that like more investor projects. So you get a bit of everything in our Discord. And we've got people that are knowledgeable about all those different type of projects. So join up today for sure. And there's the link there from Wookie if you want to use his Wookie link, or you can use the link in the video description. It's up to you. But join up today. Community membership, $12.50 a month, very good value. And Strategy Club is $35 a month. So if you do Strategy Club, it does get you community membership as well. So join up today with the links in the video description or in the chat there. All right, so that's pretty cool from MV, looking pretty good. So that is VOX, and it is crushing it on Pulsechain right now. As you can see, it's the number 2 token and a big roadmap ahead from the looks of it, with that new token burn as well, and big airdrop there. Now, some of the other cool stuff there, we've got Incognito in the house there. So we just jump on Incognito. That is having a nice little bounce back. It's definitely sold down on this one, but it's having a little green day today. And we're just going to the website for this one for a second. So Incognito's been around for a while there. Welcome to the real world. Oh, I'll get rid of that. Check rewards and paste address, so people can check that on INC and see how they're going there in terms of getting INC rewards. Definitely check that out. Obviously, the price is looking pretty friendly now after the big sell down, so something to think about there. Liquidity's volume's pretty low at $6,500, but we're going to go look for Investor, which is down here, and it's having a green day up 2%. Obviously, this has had a pretty strong run, and you can see the chart here. That is the daily. So this is the bottom here. We started off about 5 cents. It is now at about 40 cents, and it's had a high of about, what's that? Actually, what am I on here? Yeah, US, $40, I should say. What am I saying? I said 40 cents. 5 cents all the way up to $40. That's what I meant to say, and has had a high of $108. And so this is looking pretty good. So let's jump in on the old website as well. Now, if you want to check this one out, you can check out Investor. So let me just post the link to the chart there. Investor, and you can check that out. Let me just wait for that post coming up there. Bam, that is Investor chart there. And of course, you can just hit the website on that on deck screener to pop up the website as well. But as you guys know, Investor is a big ecosystem, and we covered it in full when we had MV on a couple of weeks ago. So that was pretty cool. You can go back and check that video. Hey, we've got our TA guru in the house there. Hey, Brennan, good to see you. Howdy, Superman and family. Hey, yeah, Brendan's in our Discord. TA Guru does very good calls. Big shout out to them in there as well. All right, so this is where we are on at the moment on Finvesta, still tracking up very, very nicely on a little pullback here too, back into some sort of support range at $40. And of course, with the Finvesta there, it's doing pretty well. Now, it does have taxes. It's part of the whole ecosystem. 4% burn tax and a 1% Finvesta reflections goes back to the holders. And it's got a deflationary design exposed to PRC20 wave theory systems, and it's operating pretty well. 1,200 holders, lock liquidity, 100K. Doing pretty well, over 1,000 active users, so pretty cool. Jump into the app, and that is the app there at the moment. So it's ticking away pretty cool on the old Finvesta there. Oh, I don't know what happened here. My screen's on all crazy. So that is doing pretty well, and yeah, nice little ecosystem there. Some of the other ones that people have mentioned in the chat there, I'm just trying to hunt them down here. Let's see if we can find them. I'm pretty sure they're still around. Remember, yeah, it's down 3.8% today, but remember, doing pretty well too. You earn Pulse rewards just by holding Remember token, and that is the chart. Still looks pretty good, right? Still looks pretty good. 7 zeros, 2,300. Market cap's 22 million. Liquidity 185K. Volume still very attractive, 673,000. And of course, you earn Pulse just by holding that in the wallet. So that's definitely ticking away there. And remember, it's part of the big ecosystem, right? So tokens. So we're going to have a look there. And this one here, reverse liquidity engineering with a combination of supply and arbitrary imbalances to create forever reward token. That's pretty cool. And got a bit of a view of the chart there. So that's ticking away as well. So some of those tokens in the Finvest ecosystem doing very well. And you can see that along with VOX, which has been around for about just over almost 3 and 3/4 days. I don't know how you would say it, just under 4 days, let's say, has been around. Augie says, you rugged him. Who do I rug? Who do I rug? Do I rug myself? I don't know. So that is some of the cool stuff happening there with Remember, and still looking very good. So as you can see, most of those charts are still looking very, very strong, and the volumes are looking good, and people are earning Pulse and INC and stuff just by holding, which is pretty cool. And of course, VOX there is, VOX is at the top now, just got to the top again, and 155% of VOX there, still looking very strong, $6.50 as well. Not bad. Yep. It's up there with some of the great ones, right? We got PDC up there, we got UFO up there. These are some of the long-term good value tokens on Pulsechain. Investor, of course, holding up there in terms of total value, and possibly a good area to buy into. So yeah, very cool. Some good stuff happening there. All right, so that is our Pulsechain update. We're going to get into TitanX. TitanX, of course, still trying to find the bottom of wave 3. Has it done it? We shall see. It is here at the moment. So we've got TitanX. Obviously, Jake Sharp's been very quiet. Eric's been very quiet. We've got the Stevie D, the Mad Scientist, been very quiet. The dude's not been quiet. The dude's been pretty active, and Crypto Utah's been pretty active. There's definitely differences between the teams. But at the moment, let's see where TitanX is at the moment. Certainly green today with ETH being up. But how is the ETH ratio going? We shall see. Remember, all the buy and burns are all turned off on Pulsechain. On TitanX, I should say. So nothing is happening there yet. But hey, we'll see what happens in the future. It's collaterally backed about 87%. We did a calculation yesterday, so collaterally backed. 75, we did pretty much a 10x there between August and October. And then, of course, we wiped it all out on the way down. Now, this is even more brutal than people thought. Thought we might end up staying around about 3,000, but no, we came all the way down to 1,400. 6 zeros, 1,400 there. And that's where we came down on the price. Now, we've had a little bit of bounce back today, bouncing off 1,400 up to 1,500. So a very tiny bounce, and that's about 4%. So that's where we are at the moment. Now, looking at the ETH ratio, this is where we are at the moment. So we've still got a higher low compared to what we did with the US price. So the ratio is still a bit better because the ratio used to be down at 10 zeros, 5,000. We're still at 10 zeros, 7,800. So still quite a bit above there. But everyone's looking for that turn. And of course, maybe some of the buy and burns will get turned on. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. And of course, we're waiting for OmniChain. a couple of weeks back, Jake Sharp said he's working on OmniChain, but that's about the only post that he's really made for weeks, and that's kind of where it is. He turned all the buy and burns are off. Eric turned off the Dragon, hasn't turned on the Dragon X buy and burn either. That's got a couple $1 million in it. That's turned off as well, and the ratio there sitting just below 7 Titan X, but it's up 5.6%. X28 is up 8.6%. The X28 ratio is at 0.89. It's been hovering in that sort of zone the last couple of weeks even. And so when's that going to go to convergence? Because X28 is the omnichain version of Titan X. Shogun at the moment is up 10%, not too bad. The ratio is at 5,800 X28. And of course, we know that's going omnichain, so I'm excited to see what happens there. Obviously, the perpetual auctions are running, the buy and burns running, and the web is working as well, although the volume is pretty low at the moment, as you guys know. And of course, Hyper and Hydra are pretty much minted out, but we saw something dramatic happen in Hydra, and look at it. We got it's down 24%. The ratio has gone down to 0.05 Dragon X. Remember, that used to be 0.1. Now it's 0.05. So even though the mint's all out, obviously the current climate's pretty negative, and the market's not responding to that yet. And look at that, 705,000 is the price, but it's the ratio that I'm more interested in. The ratio there is sitting at 0.05. In fact, it got wicked down to 0.039, and obviously we had a bit of volume there, someone exiting their Hydra into Dragon X, no doubt. So we shall see. Of course, the buy and burns turned off, right? And so therefore you haven't got that Dragon X buying the Hydra. Now let's have a look at the stats quickly. We've got liquid Hydra at 370,000 with the price being down, and the buy and burn is sitting at 400,000. OMG, that's so weird. That's so weird. Right. So the buy and burn balance of Dragon X is 400,000, and the liquid supply is 370. We got a flippening. That's crazy, right? That is crazy, which means that this is a pretty good damn buy, right? A pretty good damn buy. That's all I'm going to say. It is collaterally backed more than 1-to-1. So at the current price of Hydra, of course. But as you guys know in markets, it doesn't really matter. It's the marginal price or marginal activity, and that means that this is really super backed there. So when are they going to turn it on? Right? When are they going to turn it on? Right? That's the question, right? And of course, all the FOMO will come back in, right? It's only $8.30 at the moment is the buy and burn. So it's basically turned off, right? These guys are playing some big games here with the buy and burn. So we'll see what happens there at the moment. So that's pretty crazy. Now let's see Hyper actually. Let's go have a look at Hyper. I wasn't going to do that, but let's have a look at Hyper because Hyper also has got probably some pretty crazy stats. Let's have a look at the stats here. So we've got $1.3 million in liquid Hyper, and the buy and burn. Let's have a look at that. Is at 658, so not quite as crazy, but yeah, it is pretty interesting to see that coming up there. So that is not in the same position, but because of the sell-off. But man, that's a bit of an opportunity there for the old Hydra. Moving down here as well, we know Helios is going to OmniChain. That's up 25% today. Really nice recovery there. That's going OmniChain too. It's going to be very, very cool. Volt is up 6% at 8,300 ratio. Inferno's going OmniChain. That's up 17%. Flux is up 11%. We haven't heard much from Brandon around Morpheus, but I know that's probably going to have some DEX or something going OmniChain to Base Chain and Pulsechain. What else? Everything else is up a little bit there. Baby Dragon X is going to OmniChain. Blaze. Now, Blaze has got the bonfire, isn't it? That's coming up. So it's up 27% today, and it's at 2,500 Titan X. So let's have a quick look at the ratios here, because we've got the stake payout, is it? Or the bonfire. I'm just trying to remember where it is, actually. Pretty sure the bonfire is around. Is that the rewards? Let me find it out. Let me muck around here and find out. Buy and burn. I was on the total here. Sure there was something on here that was a buy and burn. Bonfire here. All right. So bonfire here, that's a big payout apparently. So is it the payout? It's already paid out. Maybe it's already paid out. But the bonfire balance is 9,000. But maybe it's already paid out. I don't know. They saw a big party on it today. You can let me know in the chat if I've missed the details there. I think it was $250,000 though, so maybe it's paid out already. All right, so that was probably earlier today. What else we got going? Element is going over to OmniChain. That's up 38%. So the dude and James from Baby Dragon X and the Blaze team from Inferno, they're all pumping today. So Element up 38%. ROX is also up, pumping today, 45% on the big lending protocol. So it's doing really well. So there is some really nice jumps back today. Stacks up 35%, and Uranus there on base chain, the first omni-chain project, is up 9%, and the ratio over 2x, which has been pretty good. And of course, we talked about that too, called that and promoted that too on the channel, and that's pleasingly doing well, which is quite nice to see. All right, so that is looking very, very good. How we're doing on the time there as well. We got Brennan says the flippening. Yeah, isn't that crazy to see Hydra flip there? That is crazy with the buy and burn. That's some crazy stuff there. Wookie says Vox may break 7,000 on the Kryptonite show. Really? We'll have to bring that back. We'll have to bring that back and have a look between. So that's doing pretty well there on the old Titan X ecosystem. Obviously, good opportunity to buy zone on those, and Hydra looking pretty damn attractive. Very cool. So if you haven't joined our strategy club, links in the video description, and of course get constant intel in there. And yeah, join up today. Links in the description there. Now we're going to bring back the VOX just to end on that, because it's been such a good pump, and the future is looking pretty bright for it. So let's bring back in the old VOX again as well. All right, bam. All right, so VOX there, 468,000 in TVL, pretty cool. 83,000 in supply. Top pool yield at 6,740% at the moment. And of course, we've got that big airdrop competition going on that you can check out. Yeah, and the price there, is it going to hit $7 during the show? $6.95 at the moment. Wow, that's been amazing. And look how quickly that's gone up. We're up 170%. And since yesterday, when we were watching it, it's up basically 2x since the price we were watching it. We were in Discord watching it, and it's gone up pretty high. So breaking new all-time highs while we're live. That's pretty cool. MVS says new all-time high. Vox again says MVS, yeah. And that cool airdrop that you promoted before, looking very positive as well. And you can check that out as well if you missed that. That is the link there to MVS. Give them a follow and a like and share it around. But that's got the airdrop details on it. So I know many of you want to check that out if you want to accumulate some of those rewards. So all right, not bad. Now, remember, everything in crypto is speculative, so do your due diligence, all that good stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed the show. It's been a lot of fun here, 42 minutes on the hour. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and catch us on another good show where we're covering crypto. And, of course, we also do another show also on politics and other stuff as well later in the afternoon. So if you like that sort of stuff, it's a cool place to be as well. All right, take care, everybody, and thanks for visiting. I'll catch you on the next show. And a big shout out to our moderators, Wookie and MVS, and not MVS, not a moderator, but he's a cool a crypto guy, and a good to see him here. Brendan, of course, in the house there. Brian as well, many others as well. So pretty cool. All right, hope you guys enjoyed it, and a big shout out. And let's go to the moon, as we say. Go to the moon. All right, take care. Bye for now. No, really, it's the time to finish the show. I'm serious. Okay.